welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. This channel is all about planning, budgeting, paying off debt, and hopefully one day retiring early. So if those are topics that you are also interested in, then please subscribe to my channel. Okay, I'm going to start by sharing all the tools I'm going to be using today. First of all, I'll be using the Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom. I'm going to be using a notebook from Plum Paper Planner. I do have a discount code that I can share with first-time buyers. It is unique to each person, so you will need to email me at jbleecher.com and let me know that you're interested in buying a Plum Paper product for the first time, and I will get a code for you. I'm also going to be trying out these new Sharpie highlighters today. They are retractable. Isn't that cool? I just really liked the color options, and I think this is the one I'm going to be sticking with because I really liked it today as I was getting ready. I'm also trying out a new erasable pen. The one I was using before, it was great. I was like, holy cow, you know, it's like magic. You can erase a pen. But a lot of people suggested I give this one a try. It's Pilot Frisian? I have no idea. Frisian? So anyways, so I did try this today. I'm trying out today, and we'll see if I like it. Okay, the sticker kit I'll be using in the notebook today is this one. It is called Beautiful Boy. It's my weekly check-in kit. It is available on my Etsy shop, LifeInEnvelopes, and I do have a link to the shop as well as a discount code for all of my YouTube viewers in the description box below. I am also going to be using these budget category stickers from my friend Cara Jo Plans. She has a YouTube channel as well as an Etsy shop. I have a link to both of those in the description box below, along with a discount code for her shop. Okay, let's jump right in. Okay, we're going to start here with my weekly expense tracker. I do use the highlighter method that the Budget Mom suggests. I do it a little different than her because she just goes on one page, and she tries to challenge herself to do it all on one page for the month or something like that. But I do it 1 week per page, so that's just the way I do it. I also write down my categories down here as well as a grand total for each of the categories. That way when I go to do my stickers, I have all that information already done for me. I just have to share this little celebration with you guys. My goal is to reduce the amount of miscellaneous in my budget, so I don't like to see yellow. This week, I have 1 yellow, which is a huge success for me. So let's go back to December when I first started this budgeting journey with you guys in this notebook. Look at the yellow. And the second week wasn't, it was better, but it was still like too much yellow. But I was just thinking, wow, in 1 month, look how far I have come. Budgeting works, my friends. Budgeting works. Okay, so let's go to the monthly spread, and I'm going to go over each purchase that I made this week. I'm going to go over that with you now. Okay, we're going to start with bills. First, wait a second. Oh, so bills, the difference between bills and debt is bills will always exist even when I retire, and debt is going to be gone someday. So that's how I distinguish between those two. So the first bill was, okay, this is really weird, but we have changed cable companies. So I went and I closed out that account with them, and I had to pay them $50 to close out our remaining balance. Now we have every month an automatic payment come out and go to pay our bill. They said that that wouldn't come out, that this was the end of our account and everything was done. But then later that day, they went ahead and took out our automatic amount as well. So they will be eventually sending us a check for that amount, but that's going to be a while. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out of my budget now. And when we get the check, I'll add it back in. Okay, our garbage came out on the 4th as well. Now they've changed we have a new garbage company, not by choice. It was our garbage company was purchased by another garbage company, and they do billing every 3 months. So I'm going to have to try and figure this out because I was budgeting once a month for it. So I will get that figured out, but apparently January is one of the months where they take it out. See, if you look at my budget here, I didn't have that budgeted, so I had to add that today. Okay, so that is it for bills. Let's take a look at debts. We had 1 debt to pay this week, and that was our mortgage. Oh, it's so blurry, sorry. There. And that came out on the 1st. Okay, next we have food. We have a total budget of $150 for food. David gets $50 to spend, and then Logan and I get $100 to spend, so about $50 per person. And Jacob, he just eats whatever Logan and I get, and he also gets his own food. He's 18, and he has a job, and he gets his own food as well. And he works at a restaurant, so he usually gets food from there. So David spent his $50 at Sam's Club. Logan and I went over to our store of choice, which is Fairway, and we spent $124. So we were $24 over budget. We get $100 to spend, and we spent too much. And then I did end up putting a little bit of money in our lunch account at school. We have been taking our lunches to school, but every once in a while we do need to eat a school lunch because we forgot our lunch or whatever the reason is. So I did want to have a little bit of money in that account. So food is going to be over this week. Okay, let's go to the next category, gas. We got gas the same day we got groceries, and we spent $29. We budgeted $30, so we are good there. Okay, miscellaneous. We had one miscellaneous purchase for $6. All it said on my bank account was POS, point of sale. I have no idea what it was for. I'm like, what did we get for $6? So weird. I don't know what it is, but it's a miscellaneous expense. We did not have any medical expenses this week, surprisingly. And then house. We spent $34 at Sam's Club. It was actually on this day, but I'm out of room, so I'm just going to stick it over here. Okay, so $34 went to Sam's Club. And then sinking funds and cash envelopes, we didn't have any this week. Okay, what I like to do next is to go into my notebook and set up a weekly check-in spread like this. This was my December weekly check-in spread, and that's what we're going to do here. This was the sinking funds that we did last week. I think it was last week. And so here we're going to set up the weekly spread, and I'm just going to speed this part up for you. Okay, so I like to just set up the first paycheck first in case I want to make any changes before I set up my second paycheck. So I just take my leftover stickers that I'm going to be using later in the month, as well as my budget category stickers, and I stick them in the back of my planner. There is a pocket back here. And I just stick it right in there. Okay, so I like to put the amount that I budgeted. Can't tell if that's crooked. My eyesight is terrible, so I do things like really crooked sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna put down my budget amount to start with, how much I actually spent this week, and what the difference was. I'm going to be using that information from my budget by paycheck notebook here. I'm gonna go to my expense page. Here's my expense page, and this is where I'm gonna get that information. Okay, for bills this month, we're budgeting bills this paycheck, we're budgeting $322. Debt, we're budgeting $14.48. Food, we are budgeting $300. Gas, we are budgeting $30. Miscellaneous, we're doing $25. Medical gets $50. This is not our medical debt. Our medical debt is part of our debt. This is for pharmacy, like prescription pickup, co-payments, things like that. House will get $100. This is for a 2-week pay period, and we have a family of 4. People ask that sometimes because of the food. Yes, we have a family of 4, and this is for a 2-week pay period. And then sinking funds. So we actually already did our sinking funds and cash envelopes last week because the first was part of last week. So I'm going to say none there. And then will we do it again here? Let me look at the calendar. No, we won't do it here either. So we're not going to put any money towards sinking funds and cash envelopes in this 2-week pay period. Okay, so I guess I don't need to do that there. It does erase very nicely. Okay, so bills. So this week we spent $210 on bills. See how much that's going to leave us with. That's going to leave us with $112. Next is debt at $14.48. We spent $13.37. That leaves us with $111. Food, we budgeted $300. We spent $194. So we have not gotten groceries this week, so when I subtract this, I'll know how much we get to spend on groceries this week, if we want to stay in budget, which of course we do. So we have $106 to work with this week. Okay, let's see if we can do that. That's my challenge for this week. Gas was $30, we spent $29, so we still have $1. Miscellaneous was $25, we spent $6, so we still have $19. Medical was $50, we didn't spend anything, so we still have $50. House was $100, we spent $34. So let's see what that is. 66, so we still have $66. And then sinking funds, we didn't take out anything, so that's a difference of 0. Okay, so I'm going to calculate how much we budgeted, how much we actually spent, and what the difference was. Okay, it all worked out. So we are currently positive $465 to get us through this week. I'll come back next week and do another check-in with you and see where we ended. If you guys enjoyed this video, will you please give it a thumbs up? And I will see you all again next week. Bye, everyone.